Alright, today is June 2nd, 2017. Day number 72. And you know what else? Today is the final day of riding. We only have about 30 plus miles to ride over to Saint Augustine. The weather's been terrible, so that's why you see us in the hotel. There wasn't any good camping option. The campground, I reconfirmed with the locals here, and they said do not camp there. Very shady spot. So we did not. We opted for another hotel after our hostel, and glad we did actually, because right in the middle of the day it came pouring. I mean, like buckets. And so yeah, we had a big huge storm, thunderstorm linger around the area here. But now it seemed to clear up. It's gray, cloudy right now. Hopefully we don't get rained on as much today, but a lot of the route is going to be on trail. I actually even asked the local, like, what's the best way to get there, and they gave me a different route than what Adventure Cycling had in their maps. So we're going to follow that and be on trails pretty much majority of the time. But I guess the first things first is to get breakfast and to check out of this hotel and conclude our tour, which is very surreal at this point because we've been moving, and now one more day of moving, and that's it. Milestone, and we made it over to Saint Augustine right here. So the last city of our tour before we see the Atlantic Ocean. Hopefully you guys can hear this. It's freaking noisy here, all this traffic here. Dang it, look at that. Oh, this traffic. Oh, yeah, we made it. Today is a happy day, but we're not dipping the tires yet until tomorrow morning. So yeah, no videos of that. like that, we are done. We are in the Anastasia State Park. This is a really beautiful park. I mean, look at it. Amazing surrounding. One of the best park I think I've ever stayed. We're conveniently located to the beach where I think we already picked out a spot where we're gonna do our bicycle wheel dipping tomorrow afternoon. And so that's gonna be great when my sister comes in, and then wrap up our tour at the parking lot over here. Yeah, I've been saying it all along, it's been surreal. I mean, we traveled all across the country, and then to be able to kind of end in Saint Augustine here with a really beautiful campground. Of course, there's one thing we're kind of worried about. It's just, again, the weather. And if you can see here, this spot isn't really, it's prone to possibly flooding if we get a lot of rain, but hopefully we get to dodge a lot of that, even though there's a storm coming here, I think over the weekend. But we should be good for tonight. We picked out a couple of spots, high grounds, so that we're out of the way when the water starts coming. Other than that, amazing campground, and also an amazing ride, pretty much on the bike trail all throughout between Palatka and Saint Augustine. So I think in a few years or so, they're probably going to build it out so that there's not much of a disconnect. We actually had to get on Highway 207 sometimes just because the trail wasn't complete, or we needed to divert off of it. And so that wasn't too bad. Some close calls. I mean, Sang almost got clipped by one of the trucks, but that's another story. But for the most part, we were on bike trails, bike paths on the road, and really enjoyed the ride coming in. So yeah, I guess we'll see you later for the wheel dipping ceremony. So you get to see more of that tomorrow.